Hello there and welcome back to Building the Boys, and I have issue 72 of Hachette's Build the Dizzy Doll's House. Now, if you're visiting me because Scott from the past has sent you over here, hello, I'm future Scott, there's a reason for this, and it's because you're going to have to fit the two side windows. Now, if you leave the large bay window out, it just makes this a little easier because you've got the hole to push through and it just makes this a little easier. You don't have to do it this way, but my advice is, if you haven't built 71 yet, don't. Build 72 first, then do 71. Makes life a lot easier. So we'll get into this. We'll see how it's all done. And then once I've done, you can go back and see Scott from the past. Tell him I say hello. You can fit it in the easier way. We do get some nice pretty bits for Donald's room in this one. The two little ship wheels, the steering wheels of the ships, are for the wall. They will eventually stick to the wall of Donald's room. So if they're confusing you, that's what they're for. They will eventually stick to the walls. So they are wall decor. There's a big oar that goes on there as well, and a fish as well, that we should get later on. But without further ado, let's get this open. Let's have a look at our pretty bits, and let's get these two side windows fitted to the house. Okay, so here's our first pretty bit that we get with this very lovely plant. This is a very pretty thing. Bring some green into the house as well, quite like that. We have this pillow over here, and we have the two ship wheels. Now, as I said, these will stick to the wall of Donald's rooms. They are wall decor. Give the wall some 3D effect to it. I think that's quite nice. It'll look great. Donald's room will look fantastic. It's a very hectic room. There's a lot going on in it, but once it's done, it's going to look really nice. So without further ado, let's get into the build. And what we're going to do is we're going to be building these windows first. Okay, so to begin with, we need half sash A, and that's this one here, which you can see has the holes. So half sash A is what we're going to begin with. Pop that one down there. And then we need our glass, which I'll just grab out here, and we need half sash B. Half sash B is the much thinner of the sashes, and it's also got the pins on it. So whoop, get this glass out. So we're taking our glass. We're going to remove this back in. So that's that one off there. Flip this one over because there are two on these. And you can have cloudy windows if you don't take this off. These are really thin, these windows, compared to the other ones we've done. There we go. Now, quite simply, this is going to fit inside here like so. And then what we're going to do with a very light amount of glue, I would use a pin to apply this. We'll apply some glue to each of these four tabs here, here, and here. And then we're going to seal the window in. So I'm going to get that glued up and we'll get that done. Okay, so microscopic amounts of glue. You can see there's barely any on there. And we're going to pop this into here to get that one to hold. Let's glue that one down. And that, believe it or not, is that first sash window made. We are going to repeat that exact same process 3 more times. We have 4 of these windows. Going to get that done and we'll move on to the next stage. So there we are, all 4 windows complete. We'll put those to the side for now and we focus on building the frame. So we need 2 of these pieces. So you'll see there are little tabs here. So those facing down like that. Okay, so the grooves here, you see like that with a channel. Tabs facing down. Then what we're going to do is we're going to take this horizontal beam here. And this is going to face this way. So that one like that. Just make sure that's correct. Yes, it is. And then that one like that. Okay, so that's how we're now looking. So you've got this tab here facing this way, and these 2 little pins facing inwards. That will be the internal side. So that's where this is going to go. And we can take our first sash window, and it's going to slide in the top channel. So the top channel there, put all the way down, get over that little lip there. And that one's in, so that's how you're looking at this point. Now, you do glue the bottom piece on. This might seem weird to you, but trust me, it's okay. We're going to take our bottom piece here, and this is going to glue onto here like so. So this one is going to glue on there, and that's how that's going to be. Now you go into that twice. So after you've done this one, you can do the exact same thing to make the second one. So gluing these to here, and then your windows in the top bit. That's how you should be looking at this point with these two tabs here. Then on this side, you should have your pins there like so. Okay, so let's get the second one done. We'll take a look. So those are our two sash windows complete for now. We're going to put these into the house, and the second window is going to go in. And as you can see, these windows will go up and down. I've put them like this because as the glue's drying, what I don't want to do is any glue seep through and glue the window to the top frame. So I've dropped them down a little bit to avoid that from happening. I advise you do the same. But we'll bring the house over, fit these in. Now again, when you see mine, you'll be like, where's your bay window? It hasn't been fitted yet. We're leaving that and we're going back and doing it. So that's why mine look a little unusual. Okay, so using the light analysis room, which we've got, I've lit this one up so make it a little easier. Taking our first sash window, we're going to come over here and we're going to pop this in from the back. Now, the reason why I said to do these first is because, as you will see, they're snug. But you see how I'm using the massive bay window space to get in here, and it's going to be a lot easier to put tabs on these glue, because otherwise I've got to do this and I've got to come in this way, and I'm working pretty much blind because my hands are obscuring the view. But now it isn't. So this one's going to go in there. The second one is going to pop in this one here. So again, same thing. So it's going to pop in this side here. I appreciate the camera's not picking this up, but you know exactly what I'm talking about where this is going. So that one is going in there as well. So they're both in. Now using the space here, I can apply the glue to this one. I can apply the glue to this one, and we're going to put glue on each of these pins after we've installed the other windows. So taking your other window, coming through our giant bay space. You see, I feel so smug about this. We're going to come through here and we're going to install this window into here like so. So this goes into the top groove. I'm going to put that one in, and then we're going to sandwich it with the outer frame. That's this piece. Let me show you. It's this piece here. We're going to come through, we're going to stick it to there, and it's going to hold that window in place. Let's get that glued up. Okay, so now we have that one nicely glued up. We can come in through here. I'm going to move the camera because the only thing blocking my hands now is the bloody camera. We can come in through this way, and we can use our bay window space to put our thumbs through. We can get this exactly where it needs to go. Now it will find those holes, it will find the sweet spots, and then once you've got it, there we go. It will hold rather nicely. Those ones up there, and the top one's in too. There we go. Ah, sorry, I can see the camera's blurring. There we go. Blurry camera. But that's in. So that's that window in. I've done the exact same one with the second window here, and that is all there is to it. And as I said, leaving this out just made that a little easier. It really did. You don't have to do it, but it made it a little easier. Let's have a chat. So that's 72 complete. Now, what I can tell you is before I filmed this scene, I went back and did 71 and installed the side windows. I am so bloody glad. Installed the main window. I am so glad I left that bay window open so we could get in. It just made life a lot bloody easier. It really did. So if you're watching this from the past, because past Scott said go see future Scott, and trust me, leave the bay window. Do the side windows first, then go back and do the bay window. It just makes life a lot bloody easier. It really does. But that's looking good now. So right, so we are now completely glazed downstairs. There's no more glazing to do downstairs, kind of, because we do have to do the front panel of the house that has got glazing in it. But for the actual interior of the house, downstairs is now completely glazed. We are almost completely done with, we are completely done with downstairs, if we're not including basement. So in 73, we will be doing something for Pooh's basement. It's bizarre, but we're going back to Pooh's basement to a very, very little, a little addition to that. It might be 74, but I'm pretty sure 73 we're doing that in. It's weird, but then we are going upstairs and we're doing a ton of glazing upstairs. So we'll be doing glazing in Ariel's room, we'll be doing glazing in the Aristocats room, rather than the door. We've got loads coming up in the next 2 issues. So that's all from me. I got to crack on because I'll be doing this all night if I don't. So in a world where you can be anything at all, just be nice. If you're going back to see Scott from the past, say hello to him. I miss him. And we will see you very, very soon for issue 73 of Hachette's Disney Doll's House. Take care, and I will see you then.